Angel Reese got the cover of the NBA 2K's WNBA edition. Angel Reese was announced as this, and then if you look at the tweets and the quote tweets and the replies, it is pretty heinous.
Yeah.
And it's all Caitlin Clark fans. And I think I'm done. I will talk Angel Reese playing basketball. Mm-hmm. I will also talk Caitlin Clark playing basketball. I think they're both very good basketball players. And I think they're both, what they have brought to the league is invaluable, and it's incredible.
Yeah.
I don't know that I will engage in any more Angel Reese / Caitlin Clark debates, because there absolutely exists a significant part of the online fan base that fucking hates Angel Reese because she is black, and there is a part of the fan base that fucking hates Caitlin Clark because she is white. Yeah. And they fucking ruin sports when they take over these conversations.
They got caught in the place that none of us ever want our favorite things to get caught in, but it ends up there all too often. They got caught up in the culture war. It sucks when your favorite thing gets politicized.
Not just politicized, when the people that only see race for every single thing they ever do on either side of the aisle fuck everything up. Yeah. There can be more than one really exciting player enter a league. It can happen. Now, Caitlin Clark is the better basketball player, and she is the bigger draw, but it doesn't mean Angel Reese isn't exciting and a draw in her own right.
Yeah.
I don't like Angel Reese because she's arrogant. I don't like Angel Reese because she's cocky. I don't like Angel Reese because she thinks she's hot shit and she's bad at basketball. She shouldn't be on the cover of anything. She shouldn't be an MVP. She shouldn't be an all-star, etc., etc., etc. This shit goes on all day, every day. This shit goes on every day, and it's not about basketball. It is about racism. It is about hating a person who is just living her life and trying to provide for her family and doing it in a way that you don't think is acceptable for her to do, and she doesn't owe you anything. Because this right here is the most unacceptable thing I've seen. You hate to see a woman, a black woman, thriving, living, making money, breaking records, and this is how you respond? This is racism. This has nothing to do with WNBA rivalries or NCAA college rivalries or you can't see me or ring tapping or anything else. This is straight racism. And that's 98% of the reason people don't like Angel Reese in the first place, and this solidifies it.
I've yet to talk to one person who actually knows the game of basketball, who actually has credibility in the game of basketball, argue to me that Angel Reese just sucks at basketball, just doesn't belong. Some of you have try to say, and again, most of you are just trying to be mean-spirited. Some of you are out there saying she has JV high school level basketball IQ. I am always going to counter with, what is your basketball IQ? I've seen people who actually suck at basketball. Angel Reese is not one of them. And most of you who say she sucks, she would probably just...
Hey everybody, it's your brother Van Silk. I'm back, sitting out here early morning. Let's talk about basketball. Yeah, let's talk about women's basketball. Matter of fact, let's talk about Angel Reese. You know, it's funny how Angel Reese has been dragged on social media. A lot of people don't want to give her credit for what's going on right now in the WNBA. This girl had an illustrious career from college. Playing at Maryland, she was a winner. She transferred to LSU, won a championship. Got drafted to the WNBA. A lot of people don't understand, when you're from Maryland or the Baltimore area and all that, a lot of ball players come from that area. You know, you come from the streets, you got to compete with the guys. As you go back and look at Angel, she always promoted herself. You know, I see how they treat her on YouTube, you know. It's always against Angel Reese versus Caitlin Clark. Now let's go back and understand. Nothing against Caitlin Clark. She was doing her thing in Iowa, in the Midwest. A white girl that could play basketball. Well, definitely got a good eye for the floor. Definitely have a good shot. She's a great shooter. But nobody understood anything until Angel Reese did that or pointed at the ring finger. Then it became more of, I seen it as black versus white. Come on now. You know, little bugs flying around. And it was a targeted message against Angel. She plays hard. She got introduced to the WNBA. That hard foul by Thomas from the Connecticut Sun slammed her to the floor. She walked away. And Angel also have committed fouls, you know, but it's a difference when people intentionally do things and there's a difference with a basketball play. I've seen plenty of players. Skylar Diggins got slammed, bloody nose. You know, Caitlin Clark gets hit, or they foul her. They foul her. Angel caught her in the head last year. Caitlin pushed out of bounds and walked away like nothing happened. You got people out here like RG3 talk about Angel don't like Caitlin Clark, to where the mother had to come out. Angel had to speak up, and a lot of athletes spoke up and like, you're creating something that don't exist. They want to call her a bricklayer. Oh, well, she just grabbing her own rebounds off of misses. Let me ask y'all a question. You think somebody want to miss a shot just to grab a rebound? When you got other people there rebounding with you, fighting for the ball. Dennis Rodman sometimes on one possession on the offensive board, 2 or 3 times he went up and got the ball back. Went up. Some people just got the nature for the ball, how to get the ball, where the ball is going to be at. But just look at this season. Angel Reese have 60 offensive rebounds. That was like a couple of days ago. So that means on the offensive side, she got 60 rebounds. But on the defensive side, where everybody else is missing shots, she lead the league in rebounds. On the defensive side, defensive rebounds, she's what, at 167, 170? Double-doubles. Her assist ratio is increasing. But you don't get 24 points and 19 rebounds and 22 points and 17 rebounds. It's the game of basketball. I look at a lot of YouTubers create thumbnails. Dog and Angel Reese. And then I start to see a couple YouTubers that are sticking up for Angel Reese. But see, you have, and I'm sorry to bring this into this conversation in front of the congregation, but you have a lot of Caitlin Clark fans who are not really basketball fans. Oh, she bought eyes. Okay, yeah, she bought eyes of those who like her. Sorry to say, they're always looking for the great white hope. Nothing wrong with that in a predominantly black sport. But it seemed like No matter what Caitlin Clark do, it's all good. The coach lose one. She was out for 5-6 games. Coach lose one game. They want to fire Stephanie White. You beat this dream yesterday. Oh, she's just getting back into her groove. But meanwhile, Kelsey Mitchell, excuse me, 25 points. Aaliyah Boston with a 19, and Sophie Cunningham had 13, 15 points to beat the Atlanta Dreams. Everything is good now. If it wasn't for Angel Reese actions in college, will it have been this rivalry? No, it wouldn't have been. But y'all wanted something. I remember the year when Iowa beat South Carolina? Or whatever game they gave to Iowa with 5 seconds left, the referees made a call so they go to the free throw line and go to the finals. But that's just the way the world is. But you gotta look at Angel Reese and her game. Look at Angel Reese and her swagger. Look at Angel Reese and her marketing and promoting herself on her page. From fashion, she has her own sneaker line. Now she's on a WNBA or NBA 2K26 on the cover. Unfortunately, somebody had to go and make a cover of a monkey, which RG3 shared. Don't know why. But you can't take the baller out of a player. Some people are just ballers. Angel Reese is a baller. If I'm not mistaken, she's playing with an injury right now. Yeah, her team record is under 500. Cardoza was gone for 5 or 6 games because she played for her country recently, as other players did in the WNBA. But what's fair is fair, and what's right is right. I have not heard out of Angel Reese's mouth that she don't like Caitlin Clark. They played together last year when the rookies played against the WNBA All-Stars, and they won. Was it the rookies? It's just a year ago. Angel Reese is just as well is known as Caitlin Clark. Now, I had a discussion with my man. Well, you know, they got the game with Paige Becker and Indiana on Sunday, and they got to move it to the big arena. Of course. Paige Becker was a star in college who won the rings. You got 2 Caucasian girls going at it on Sunday. And Caucasian people, they come out and support. They bring their kids out. You know, it's a difference. But to me, it's about winning games. Yeah, everybody arenas are doing pretty well. They may not be doing 20,000. If they're doing 12 and 15,000 seats, it's like, if you think the fans on Seattle Storm or the fans in the Washington Mystics or the fans in Dallas and the new team out of Golden State and the Liberties, do you think they fans care about what team they're playing? The fans going to come out of your fans. The narrative is, oh, Caitlin Clark coming to town. Oh, yeah, you sell out certain arenas. Of course, if Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark is playing, of course you have to take it to a big arena. That's a rivalry, going back to the Magic Johnson, Larry Bird type days. Paige Becker and Caitlin played against each other in college. Paige Becker is a big name. I'm going to watch the game. I think the girls' game is exciting. A lot of players like Angel Reese. But let's not forget, I don't want anybody to think under 1 minute that one person run the show in the WNBA. Ain't nobody gonna be the Lisa Leslie and Rebecca Lobo and the Cynthia Cooper and none of them girls when the Comets won 3 straight championships in the early days of the WNBA. And Candace and, the WNBA has changed because of social media in the last year or two. Social media with all these platforms from Twitter to Instagram and Facebook and Twitch and TikTok. Listen, it's a great thing. There's a lot of great players in the WNBA. I hear some of the players, we don't know their names. Well, then you're not a basketball fan. But this is not about everybody. This is about Angel Reese. If you don't know about Angel Reese, take a look at her game from when she was in college, when she was growing up playing basketball. Her story is no different than when Caitlin Clark was coming up. And the reason why I'm using Caitlin Clark as an example, because those two's always going to be part of what they do as long as they play basketball. That's going to be there. That rivalry's going to be there. Caitlin Clark can walk away tomorrow and the NBA is still going to thrive. It already hit its max. Its max is already hit already. It's not going to grow no more. Yeah, people watch the game on TV. The women's game's exciting. You got people that want to watch Caitlin Clark win. You got people that want to watch Caitlin Clark have a bad game. Same thing with Angel Reese. She's going to have a good game or a bad game. It's no different than wanting to go and see Mike Tyson or Floyd Mayweather lose a fight. That's just the hater in a lot of people. Give credit where credit is due. Angel Reese is a ball player. She's developing her shot that she already had in college. But she focused more on her inner skill games at the rim, rebounds, assists, being a teammate, hustle and grind, take the hard fouls, stand up for her teammates. But y'all have to really stop the bashing on Angel Reese, man. Seriously, it's not called for. You're the young kids out here in their 20s. Some of y'all just ruthless with what y'all post on Facebook, what y'all post on social media. Cats over here jumping. It's ruthless. If you don't know Angel Reese history, see if I can find a piece to add on to the back of this. I hope you'll enjoy it. But at the end of the day, commend all these girls that get out there and play hard. Nobody's out there intentionally trying to foul anybody. Well, you have a few people that intentionally did go after Clark and Reese in the beginning because they were the two big names. But it's about gaining respect among your peers in the league. About being friendly and understanding. It's about becoming cordial with the referees. It's about understanding if you get fouled and the referee don't make the call, don't go at the player. Because I was watching the game the other day when Angel Reese got fouled. They didn't make the call and she went after the player. But to realize it ain't the player's fault. The player's just doing their job. And all she said, we good. Because the referees really got to start making calls. Yes, there's the flop queen. There's some things that people think people do intentionally, but it's not. But I think the WNBA need to clamp down on social media with some of these people that's out here targeting Angel Reese, calling her ghetto. They call out her name. And they feel that, looking at right now, why Angel Reese is on the cover of the game and not Caitlin Clark. And these are the things you live with. Well, Caitlin Clark had big billboards. Angel Reese did. Caitlin Clark got a sneaker. They said it sold out in 60 seconds. I don't see how that could happen unless nobody paid for them, because by the time you process your credit card information, it takes time. They try to do transactions. Stop with the hype. Oh, the sneaker sold out in 1 minute. It's impossible. Nothing sells out in a minute. You can't even get a full cup of water, a real full cup, in about a minute. By the time you take your credit card out and swipe it and type it, and they ring it up and type in your PIN number or whatever, it takes more than a minute. Stop with all that gaslighting. Just say the shoe sold out. A'ja Wilson has a sneaker. There is favoritism. Is Caitlin Clark a cash cow? Yeah, I think she was a cash cow last year. Caitlin Clark, I think she was a cash cow last year. But also, all the rookies that came in the league, well, you got Angel Reese. People come to see her play as well. Now get it twisted. When Clark was out for these 5 or 6 games, the NBA still thrived and people still coming to the games. It didn't matter. But on that note, Van Silk here, Rock Bottom Sports, got on my Johnny Cash shirt. I just wanted to preempt my opinion. Just keep it fair game. Because when they played together last year in the All-Star game, nobody had a problem. But Caitlin Clark didn't pick Angel Reese to be on her team. That was up to her. Everybody have their motives and agendas. At the end of the day, it's an all-star game. Everybody's coming to work. At the end of the day, they're coming to have fun. And we need to put the hate down of each other. Stop hating. Because I'm going to say this. I've said things about Caitlin Clark, and I'm going to say what I see. I say things about Angel Reese. I'm going to say what I see. It ain't called hating. It's called your opinion. But it gets to the point sometimes, and I'm going to say this before I go, it's the Angel Reese fans that make a lot of people like her because she's approachable. She's on social media. She does her TikTok. Then you have Caitlin Clark fans who make you not like Caitlin Clark because y'all act like that's the only person in the WNBA. Realize that what I'm saying right now, she is not the only person in the WNBA. And when they won against the Dream yesterday, I see more, well, Caitlin Clark turned it up in the second half. But what about the 25 points without Kelsey Mitchell getting that 25 and Boston getting that 19? They would have lost that game. Now, people say Caitlin liked to run the ball. Well, you can't. If the coach and them can feel they can run every game like that for the whole season, you'll tire yourself out. You're going to have a lot of turnovers. But meanwhile, back at the ranch in front of the congregation, Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark will always be tied together. But I just want you to understand, please stop making a mockery and disrespecting Angel Reese because she didn't do nothing to none of y'all personally. Especially on YouTube. A lot of y'all guys just act like they'll just make up all kind of things about Angel Reese because that's the only way I can get clicks, clickbait. Y'all have a great day. Hope you enjoyed this post. Rock Bottom Sports. Follow us on Facebook and on Instagram. It's your brother Van. I'm out.
I was so scared to commit to LSU. That was my. That wasn't even actually really an option. I was literally going to go to South Carolina or Tennessee, I think. And then Kim called and I was just like, okay, bet. I would just go. But I can't even imagine
if he would have went out anywhere else. It was really the perfect storm.
Who's the best player in the country?
To the media or me?
As you see it.
I feel like I'm the best player in the country.
Okay. Who's the second best player in the country?
Shit. Either Caitlin Clark or Leah Boston.
That's fair.
Top three. I feel like we the top 3 players.
That's the thing I love. You spoke on that. You respect the hell out of Caitlin's
hell
game.
Yeah, I respect them. Yeah, for sure. Me and Caitlin been playing against each other since high school. We've been going at it. So it's never it's no hard blood between me and her. She's a great competitor. She's a great player. We knew going into the game, she was going to score her 30. We knew that.
Yeah, facts.
It was about the other factors that we needed to make sure they wasn't getting theirs. So we knew